Hello, my lovely people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jen. This is the first time that you are seeing me. Thank you so much for stopping by. My return subscribers, from me to you, I love you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. So, my people, two workers, the people that work in a plane, Burkina Faso Air, their plane. They bought a new plane. Burkina Faso people, thanks to Abraham Traore. They bought a new... I don't know what these people are waiting for here. Let me go. Yeah. They bought a new plane. So two people that work in these planes, like the mechanics and all that, that make sure, the maintenance, that make sure that everything is okay. They started having tantrum. I'm going to put the video here for you to hear what Abraham did. This Abraham, the more you say what the boy did, the boy will do more. So, does it mean there's some part of, how will I even ask this type of question? Since it's the same Burkina Faso people that they are being used to destabilize the country. It is a shame. It is all over. That's why people like Macron is laughing at African leaders and say they are not grateful for what he has done, for bringing in security. They are not grateful. So now that they don't want you to give them whatever it is that you're giving them before, now you don't want to go, you're crying. They say they are waiting. They are waiting when African leaders will come and thank them for what they have done. Hey God, in short, they should be thanked all these years that nobody was able to wake up and smell what is happening. Until Abraham, a 35-year-old, was born. Hell, Chineke God. So my people, so these people, instead of helping this guy, you know what they did? They said, since you guys bought a new plane, that you must pay us at least 2 million. I don't know. They didn't tell us if it's at 2 million, this franc money. If it's 2 million a month or 2 million a year. I don't know. They say you must pay them. So they submitted their stuff for them to be, their money to be increased to 2 million. So it was rejected. They said no, it was rejected. And he came to Abraham's head. He comes to his table. And they said, okay, since you guys are not going to increase our money, I'm trying to explain the video a little bit before I put it. Since you guys are not going to increase our money, we are resigning. Now Abraham is involved. Abraham is involved. They forget that this man is an army man. Abraham said, as good as I try to be, whether you like this or not, you go do them and we not go pay you extra. So what is your own contribution towards the work that we are doing? Everybody is supposed to, all hands on deck, to make sure that Burkina Faso people. So what about the people that are toiling in the hospital, in schools, to make sure things are going? People are even getting pay cuts, including him himself. He's not getting paid as a president. He's getting paid as the captain before he became the president. So if he can get all these pay cuts so that things can get better, his administration is getting pay cut, and the person that is working in the plane want a raise, and he said no. They said no, we cannot afford to pay you. They resign. And guess what? Abraham said, yeah, let me tell you, we are going to do this either in peace or in pieces. You're gonna work, whether you like it or not. You will work, either volunteering to work or by force. I said, that's my guy. That's what I'm talking about too. So he gave reason why that happened. I don't mind working for any government that is doing the right thing for the people. I do not mind. I will even get a pay cut to make sure that the things are working. As long as the people on top will get their own pay cut, I will get a pay cut just to make sure that others are getting paid. I will do it. I will see Obi do it. I know Obi can do something like that. If you doubt it, all through this time, both his governor pension and whatever, he never collected a penny. So somebody like Obi can do something like that. This video is going to be messed up because of all the sun and all that. Beacon, excuse me. I am very, very sorry. So, I beg, I want you to watch the video how he said it. How he said this thing. It's so powerful. It's powerful. It was from this guy's channel, Intervlog. I subscribe to all these channels so you don't have to. So my people, that's why I'm working so hard. I'm working so hard to subscribe to all these channels so that I can get the videos. You don't have to. So I'm doing the work for you, but you are not missing anything, because guess what? I am getting all these things from the people that you didn't subscribe to, so that I can show them to you. I love you. Please watch the video how Abraham said it. And Abraham, you know, the good thing why I'm making this video is Abraham came to Burkina Faso people to tell Burkina Faso people what these people did and what he is going to do about it. He's told them that everything has consequences. If you try any sabotage, he called it sabotage. He said, you're trying to sabotage all the good work that we are doing here. If you try it, it has consequences. And these people dared him, and they are getting it hot. They are working. Even they should make them work for free for the next 2 months, and they must work. You know what he reminded me? When this man started working, there was a medical doctor, Burkina Faso people, that started ranting, talking all manner of stuff. It's in my channel. If you go down, you will see it. Started ranting about what is he doing about insecurity, this and that. You know what thing they do? They go report to Burkina Faso president, which is Ibrahim Traoré. And as soon as he had it, he said, no problem. Don't do anything to him. Just bring him to me. Let me talk to him. They brought the man. They brought the doctor. They brought the doctor to Abraham. Abraham asked him, say, you really said we are not doing anything, right? We are not cutting. They just started. We are not doing this and doing that and doing that, according to you. I beg. We need you to join us. He took off his doctor gown. You are wearing gown, and you are telling people in the war, in army, telling them that they are not doing anything. They say, I beg, make you join, come and tell us how to do it. That's how this man joined to fight in the war. Whether the man still there or no, me, I don't know. Whatever he gets for his rubbish talk. So please, I want you guys to watch this video, what these guys did and what Abraham did. So when you finish, just share it. So Nigerian government, we are waiting for you. Did you step up? Did you step up and do the right things by the people? Did you step up and start cutting your salaries and doing the right thing? Nigerians will support you, but now you're on your own, because Nigerians will not support criminals. We are not going to support you. So I am here for Burkina Faso, and I'm here to congratulate you guys for your son that you have collected and put under you and said, no shaky, nothing will happen to him. And by the grace of God, all the enemies that were looking for him will not find him. My people, just watch. If you don't call this smart, if you don't call this brain, I don't know what else you're going to call it. So watch. I love you guys from me to you. Thank you so much for watching.
The head of state protests against the sabotage of 2 mechanics of the national company Air Burkina. Ouagadougou, November 4, 2024, AIB. The head of state, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, denounced Monday in Ouagadougou an act of sabotage assimilable to a lack of patriotism perpetrated by 2 mechanics of the national airline Air Burkina. The latter asked for a salary increase of 2 million CFA francs each, and failing to obtain it, submitted their resignation the day after the arrival of a new plane for the said airline. We have all followed the efforts that have been made to acquire a new aircraft, and I was forced to receive last week 2 mechanics from the company, who, as soon as the aircraft arrived on September 2nd, submitted their resignation requests on the 3rd. One submitted his request for an effective date of the 4th, and the other did the same for an effective date of October 31st. The reason? They are demanding a salary increase of more than 2 million. This is sabotage, and I think it is a serious lack of patriotism, denounced Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Captain Ibrahim Traoré addressed the staff of the Presidency of Faso on Monday, in a message broadcast on the 8 p.m. news on national television. According to the captain, the board of directors tried in vain to reason with the protesters. They were even offered an increase of 400,000 CFA francs, but it was rejected by the people concerned who refused to work. A plane arrives on the 2nd, and on the 3rd, you decide not to work. We were forced to receive them and make them understand that they will work willingly or unwillingly. We are not asking their opinion, we are not going to negotiate further, he said. They are going to work, and that is what is happening, he insisted. The head of state deplored the behavior of these two Air Burkina mechanics, while their colleagues in the Air Force, who do not receive such amounts, sacrifice themselves day and night so that the aircraft fly in order to support the fighting forces. They have never asked for a single franc more. For him, this kind of mentality must be fought. Captain Ibrahim Traoré spoke on the two mechanics of the national company Air Burkina who quit their jobs recently. My fellow citizens, distinguished members of the public, esteemed colleagues, and devoted patriots of Burkina Faso, I stand before you today, not just as your president, but as a fellow citizen who believes in the strength and dignity of our beloved country. Burkina Faso is a nation built on resilience, on the courage of its people, and on the unwavering belief that together we can overcome any challenge. It is with this spirit that we strive to build a nation that reflects our highest ideals, one that values integrity, hard work, and a shared commitment to the common good. We have made great strides together, rising to meet challenges that would seem insurmountable to others. We have rebuilt communities, supported one another, and invested in initiatives that aim to give every Burkinabe a fair chance at prosperity. But in our journey, there are times when our values are tested. Today, we find ourselves facing a situation that reflects more than just a breach of contract or a misunderstanding. We are dealing with a deeper issue, an incident that calls into question the loyalty and commitment we expect from each person entrusted with a responsibility to the nation. Recently, we encountered an incident that has deeply troubled me, as it speaks to a threat that goes beyond the issue at hand. I am referring to the actions of two mechanics employed by Air Burkina, men who were entrusted with the essential responsibility of ensuring the safety and reliability of our national airline. These individuals, as soon as a new aircraft was added to our fleet, a significant investment for our nation, chose not to celebrate with us, but rather to present a demand that defied the spirit of national unity and sacrifice. They demanded a salary increase of 2 million CFA francs each, and when their request was rightfully declined, they opted to resign instead of fulfilling their duties. To put it bluntly, this was an act of sabotage, a profound display of unpatriotism that cannot and will not be tolerated. This behavior not only endangers the progress we are working so hard to achieve, but also sends a damaging message to the countless Burkinabe who continue to serve with integrity, who make sacrifices daily for the well-being of the country, and who place their national duties above personal desires. I am saddened to witness such a mentality at a time when so many of our citizens are going above and beyond, sacrificing tirelessly for our nation, working day and night without demanding personal gains, all for the greater. To those men and women who serve with dedication, putting their duties to their country above themselves, I extend my deepest respect and gratitude. Your actions, your patriotism, your unwavering commitment to the country are what carry our nation forward. Today, I wish to speak not only about this isolated act, but also about the broader values that it contradicts. Let us discuss patriotism, responsibility, and the duty each of us holds to uplift our country. Let us reaffirm what it means to serve Burkina Faso with integrity and selflessness, knowing that our actions, however small, contribute to the strength and unity of our nation. Patriotism is not simply a feeling we hold in our hearts. It is a commitment that manifests in our actions. It is a dedication to something greater than ourselves, a loyalty to the principles and people of Burkina Faso. True patriotism is shown in moments of adversity, in times when our nation needs us most, and in the face of challenges that require us to place the interests of our country above our own. When we speak of patriotism, we are talking about the love for our homeland and the loyalty we owe to our fellow citizens. Every citizen has a role to play, whether large or small, in the progress and welfare of the nation. The actions of two people may seem insignificant in isolation, but they have a ripple effect. The choices they make influence others, setting a precedent that can either uplift or weaken our collective morale. The actions of these mechanics, who demanded an unreasonable salary increase and then walked away when their demands were not met, undermine the spirit of patriotism we hold dear. Patriotism demands that we consider not only what is best for ourselves, but what is best for all Burkinabe. It calls us to look beyond personal gain and work for the prosperity of the entire nation. These mechanics did not act out of patriotism. Instead, they placed their interests above those of the community, setting aside the responsibility they owed to their employer and, by extension, to their country. My friends, when we think about the concept of sacrifice, we must remember that sacrifice is not limited to those who serve in the military or on the front lines. Every day, countless men and women across Burkina Faso sacrifice for the good of our country. They work long hours in hospitals, schools, factories, and government offices. They do so not out of a desire for glory or recognition, but because they believe in the work they do and in the contributions they are making to the future of Burkina Faso. Our armed forces are an especially inspiring example of this spirit. They put themselves in harm's way to protect our freedom, safety, and sovereignty. They face challenges most of us cannot imagine, enduring hardship without complaint, all to defend our way of life. These men and women do not demand special treatment or excessive compensation. They serve with honor, with integrity, and with the understanding that their role is essential to the nation's security and prosperity. Similarly, many civil servants, educators, healthcare workers, and public sector employees work tirelessly with limited resources. They understand that they are part of something larger, that their work impacts the lives of millions. Their contributions are invaluable. And unlike those two individuals who chose to abandon their posts for personal gain, these public servants stand as examples of true dedication and patriotism. These individuals have a common goal: to lift up the nation and to contribute to the progress of our country. And their sacrifice should be honored, not overshadowed by the selfish actions of a few. Let us celebrate their dedication and let their example be a reminder to all of us that true service requires a commitment to something greater than ourselves. Public service is not merely a job, it is a calling. It demands the highest level of integrity, discipline, and ethical behavior. When one accepts a position within the public sector, they are making a commitment not only to their employers, but also to the people of Burkina Faso. They are saying, I am here to serve the nation, to uphold the values of honesty, responsibility, and accountability. In this incident, what we saw was a breach of that trust. The role of a public servant, or any employee of a national institution such as Air Burkina, comes with certain expectations and responsibilities. Public servants are expected to work for the greater good, to uphold the values of the state, and to act in a way that benefits the whole. They must realize that they are representatives of their nation and that their behavior reflects on the entire country. This is not an issue we can take lightly. The consequences of unprincipled actions reach far and wide. When those in public service act with self-interest, they erode the public's faith in our institutions. They cast doubt on the integrity of the system, sowing distrust among citizens. This is why we must hold our public servants to a high standard. And those who fall short of that standard must understand that their behavior will have consequences. For those who may be tempted to act without regard for their duties, let this serve as a warning. Burkina Faso will not tolerate behavior that endangers the welfare of its people or undermines the integrity of its institutions. We will uphold our standards, and we will ensure that our public servants embody the values of accountability, responsibility, and patriotism that are the bedrock of our society. When individuals prioritize their own gain over the interests of the country, they commit an act of sabotage, not only against their employers, but against the entire nation. Sabotage, whether direct or indirect, disrupts the progress of our people. It sends a message that individual needs are more important than the needs of the community. And this is a message that has no place in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is a nation founded on unity and collective strength. Our independence, our victories, and our progress have always been achieved through solidarity. When we allow selfish acts to go unchallenged, we weaken the bonds that hold us together. We cannot afford to compromise our unity for the sake of a few who choose to disregard their responsibilities. Let me be clear. Those who attempt to sabotage our national progress will face the necessary measures. They will be held accountable for their actions, and we will make it clear that Burkina Faso will not be undermined by the self-interest of a few. We will not allow anyone to compromise the hard work and dedication of the many for their own selfish desires. This moment serves as a reminder that unity is our greatest asset. When we stand together, we are stronger, more resilient, and capable of achieving anything we set our minds to. Unity is not just an ideal, it is a necessity. It is the foundation upon which we build our future, and we must protect it with everything we have.